My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most handsome doctor in medicine. 30 plus years of clinical experience at high level in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to talk to you about irritable bowel syndrome and all the cramps that you have and all the bloating that you have, right? Irritable bowel syndrome with all these cramps and diarrhea alternating with constipations, alternating with being bloated, and for which your doctor prescribed you one of these 3 poisons: dicyclomine, hyoscine, hyoscyamide, poisons. Do you see them? These are poison. This medication, dicyclomine, hyoscyamine, and hyoscine, are called acetylcholine blockers. They inhibit, they block your intestine, your gut, your colon from contracting. So for all of you guys who have irritable bowel syndrome, right, for the last 30, 40 years, doctors have been prescribing, there are some others, but mostly one of these 3 poisons. We know now that they increase your risk of dementia. So for the last 30, 40, 50 years, doctors have been prescribing this medication called acetylcholine blockers, also called anti-muscarinic agents, right? They block this neurotransmitter called acetylcholine that works in your intestine and helps your intestine to contract and push the poop towards your butthole so that you can poop. But people who have IBS, they suffer all the time of these cramps. They have cramps. So their doctors say, you know what? We're going to block this contraction of the intestine so that they don't have any more these cramps, right? By using these medications. Now, guess what? Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter in your gut, in your colon. But in addition, it is also a neurotransmitter in your brain. So you don't have to be a genius pharmacologist, right, to understand that if you block the acetylcholine, which is a major neurotransmitter that makes your intestine work and contract to push the poop, well, you're going to also block it in your brain. But acetylcholine is a major neurotransmitter brain. It makes your brain function normally. So after 20 years, 10 years, 30 years, who knows, everybody's different. The studies have shown that all these people that have been taking these poisons, they are now developing dementia. It's crazy. Now, do you think that the pharmaceutical industry cares? Of course not. They don't care. They make their billions and billions and billions. Do you think that your doctor who 30 years ago, 40 years ago prescribed this to your grandma, your grandpa, your mom, your dad, your family members who are now having dementia, nobody knows why, right? They ask, oh, we don't know why he has. Well, he has dementia because he's been taking these poisons, among many other ones, right, that they give for the last 30 years. That's why father, mommy, brother, sister is having dementia at the age of 65, 70, 75. We see younger and younger people developing dementia because for the last 40 years, we've been prescribing poisons like this, right? for the last 40 years. In addition, guess what? There's many other examples. All this sleep medication, antipsychotic medication, antidepressants, right? Anti-anxiety medication that they've been prescribing like they distribute peanuts to monkeys in the zoo, right? All this pharmaceutical industry, doctors prescribing all this sleep medication, anti-anxiety medication, antidepressants, blah, 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 antispasmodics medication, and way more, prescribing them like they are giving peanuts to the monkeys in the zoo. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't care. The doctor who prescribed, he's now retired, right? Because he started prescribing. He just retired last year with $10 million in the bank. He is now in the Bahamas. He's not going to answer your call. You can try to sue him. Nobody knows where he is, right? Or the other doctor, he's in Brazil with a $10 million retirement account. He's having a happy life while your mother, your sister, your auntie, your grandpa, your grandma are having dementia because of all this medication that they've been prescribing for decades to people without anybody wondering, but what's the long-term side effect of all this, right? Remember, it takes a long time, many years, a few decades for serious side effects to appear. It's not because you're going to smoke cigarette that you're going to develop lung cancer in 5 years. It takes decades, many years. It's not because you're going to go under the ultraviolet radiation of the sun without protection that you're going to develop skin cancer next year. It takes many years of repetitive exposure to a carcinogen like ultraviolet radiation or tobacco smoke or the nasty processed red meat to get the cancer, to get the dementia, to get the heart failure. Decades. So you need to stay away from these nasty poisons. You need to go to the natural way like Dr. B. I never take anything, not even an aspirin, not even a Tylenol, because even an aspirin, even a Tylenol have side effects. Even an aspirin can cause severe, one pill of 500 milligram of aspirin can cause severe GI bleeding, perforate your stomach, right? So you have to not do this kind of nasty medications and think that it's okay. Oh, the doctor prescribed it. Well, the doctor is now in the Bahamas, in his villa, in his mansion in the Bahamas with a private jet over there, while your father is having dementia because the doctor prescribed your father this antispasmodic, and when your father was a young man, they prescribed him this sleep medication, and now the brain of your father is messed up. Dad is having dementia at the age of 70, 65. Who the catso knows? Everybody's different, and everybody's wondering. And then when you take the daddy to the neurologist or to the new doctor, the doctor said, well, we don't know why he has dementia. Nobody knows why he has dementia. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows, sir. Well, that's the way it is. We don't know. Well, he has dementia. Make sure you take care of him and blah, blah, blah. Well, we know very well that most cases of dementias are caused, not all, but a huge amount of cases of dementia unpreventable, caused by this nasty food, caused by these nasty carcinogens that they put everywhere, caused by these nasty medications that you can see everywhere. Now think about it. People who have diabetes and they don't exercise, they don't diet, right? Those who are on metformin and they need an additional medication. Just recently, the last 2 or 3 years, new medications came out called SGLT2 inhibitors, empagliflozin and dapagliflozin, Farxiga, right, and Jardiance. These have been around for about 2 or 3 years, and they are prescribed like doctors would give peanuts to monkeys in the zoo. Every patient who has diabetes is now pushed to take these poisons, potential poisons. They've been around for only 2 or 3 years. They work pretty good at lowering your sugar because the patient doesn't want to exercise. She doesn't want to lower her weight. She doesn't want to zip her mouth. She wants to enjoy life. So the doctor gives her these nasty poisons, right? And nobody knows what's going to happen to that patient in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The pharmaceutical industry makes the money, the billions of dollars. The doctors make the millions of dollars. Nobody gives a cazzo about you, about your sister, your brother, your family. All that matters is right now. Right now, is your diabetes under control? Very good. Make sure you take these medications. And of course, the doctors are being pushed by the big pharma industry. They always send these beautiful lab representative, young, beautiful, cute woman, nicely dressed with a cute ass, nice, beautiful boobs. They always wear these décolleté like that. You never see this lab representative who comes to our clinics all the time, hospitals, every clinic, right, sent by all these pharmaceutical. They never choose a old, ugly woman. It's always a young, beautiful woman. She always wears these mini skirts or tight pants where you can see her ass, big boobs. I don't know if they are real boobs or if they put some stuff in their bra, but a big boob like that, right? And of course you can see everything almost. You're like, what the cut is that, right? So that they can push the doctors to prescribe this medication, blah, blah, blah. And of course the doctors are busy making their money. They want to see a ton of patients to make a lot of money, millions of dollars, so that they can retire, support their lifestyle, Lamborghini, Ferrari, mansion in Florida, another mansion in freaking Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and they don't give a shit that in 20 years all these patients who are taking these medications might develop dementia. Right? Like we know now, this medication that we've been prescribing do, and many other sleep medications, many of these sleep medications, I don't want to take too much time. I promise I'm going to make my video short. But many of these sleep medications are now causing dementia. Do you know what I'm saying? Anti-anxiety medication, antipsychotic, antidepressants that they've been prescribing for decades. Now we know they cause dementia. Well, obviously, because you're giving a medication, you don't even know how it works in the brain. And then you wonder why it's messing up the brain and causing dementia. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I apologize. I'm laughing because it is so much common sense, guys, to be healthy. So much common sense to be healthy, to stay away from cardiovascular disease, dementia, obesity, being overweight, and everything. Do like Dr. B, sleep at the same time every night. Go hit the gym, zip your mouth, right? It is doable. Have a low-stress life. Don't constantly chase money and freaking material thing. Declutter your life physically. Get rid of the second car or third car. Get rid of all these ex-girlfriends and friends, all these fake friends. I used to have a ton of them. I have decluttered my life physically, got rid of all this junk that I had in my storage. I sold my second car. I don't own any mansion, any villa, anything. I just have this one-bedroom apartment and a 10-year-old Honda Civic. My life has absolutely no stress. At work, I am super happy. I work 10 hours a day, including Saturdays at work, and I love it. My patients love me. They are my family. They are my friends, and I have barely a few little numbers in my cell phone. No, I don't. I have blocked most of my ex-girlfriends. I would say 99% of them. I haven't been dating for the last 4 years. Right? My life I have decluttered it. Physically, mentally, I sleep peacefully at night from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 9 hours. I have the time to hit the gym. I have the time to study, to read the medical journals, the new scientific discoveries in medicine, in surgery, new medication, blah, blah, blah. I have the time to learn the 6th language, the Thai language, right? I have the time to study advanced mathematics, biochemistry. I have so much time for myself by simplifying my life. I live my life now with modesty, humility. I have a frugal lifestyle. I eat barely anything. I don't have sex like crazy like I used to. No more wine, no more nothing. No more hassle, headache-giving girlfriends. My God, it is amazing what you can do to be healthy mentally, physically. It doesn't require no cazzo medication, I swear to God. Guys, Dr. Beer graduated more than 30 years ago from medical school, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, race, color of your skin, politics, Democrat, Independent, Republicans. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Whether you black woman, independent, I don't know, anything, male, female, anything in between. I love you. I give you a big hug. Put your question, your comments down there. I promise I will get back to you as soon as I have the time in my super busy life. I love you. Khop kun na krap, sawadee krap. Bye-bye.